Welcome to Lord Fussington's walkthrough of the critically acclaimed game Dark Souls. I'm your walkthrough master, Lord Fussington, and this is part 5 of my Dark Souls walkthrough, which is fairly obvious because it's in the title. But I said it anyway because I'm redundant. So I'm killing these guys, not because I have to, but just because they're there. I think in a previous video I had opened the shortcut to Lower Undead Burg, so we're gonna head there now, which is, well, it's that door right there. Just gotta take these guys out, and done. Yeah, you'll notice I'm using the Drake sword, mainly because I hated all the other weapons I was using, so this will be the weapon that I will wield for a while anyway. Because the longsword just annoys me, and the axes annoy me, so yeah, there's not, and everything else is a little bit too weak. The Drake sword is quite strong, but okay. So when you get down the stairs, there are two dogs. You saw me just kill them, and there's a third one a little bit further off. The first two will attack you immediately. This one sort of patrols a little bit. If he's close enough, he'll. Right, this door, you need a residence key to open this door to save Griggs of Vinheim. Oh, what the fuck is that? Whatever, Griggs, and then you want to roll into the barrels. You saw that body on the floor. You want to roll into those barrels, and the body will fall out, and there'll be a sorcerer. There will be the Sorcerer armor set and Sorcerer's catalyst. Attached to the body, or I don't know if it's attached, whatever, it comes with the body. It was in the barrel. Semantics. And you saw I picked up, so there was a death before I had started the video. I think I had started recording, and what happened is I died fairly, I mean, rather quickly. I died right here. So I decided, okay, I'll restart the recording and just explain what occurred. So that's why that door's open and the items have been taken away, and I've obviously saved them. You don't want to slash the barrels because you might accidentally hit him in the face and he'll get pissed off, and you know, unless you want him to be. If you want him to be, then by all means, it doesn't really matter, but to me it doesn't matter. It may matter in your... Just roll. Just roll with the bitches in the back. So, behind these doors are ninjas. Undead ninjas, or assassins. I think they're called undead assassins. Ninjas, assassins, it doesn't really matter. The point is, they've got daggers. And they hide behind the doors because they're tits, and I attacked them a little bit beforehand. Actually, I think I killed that one. Fantastic. When you walk a little bit forward, they'll jump out, and then you want to retrace your steps. Turn around, because you don't want to get stabbed in the back. I mean, it's better for you to stab enemies in the back than enemies stabbing you. Obviously, I mean, that's just logical. That's just a fact. So they don't have they're a little bit annoying. I mean, they can parry. Their parry is probably the most annoying thing. It will take off half your health or so. You know when they're parrying because they hold their dagger up and they're sort of just not attacking you and just holding their dagger. Anyway, that's what they're doing. And as soon as you slash, they'll parry, and they'll get behind you and slit your throat, basically. I think there's a death here. Quite an embarrassing death, actually. So this is what you want to do. You want to pull the dog first, right? Well, you just want to go forward. The dog will run at you. Kill the dog, and then these guys. You want to. I mean, this was just incredibly stupid. What you want to do is get far enough from the second and third guy, and just be able to hit the guy closest to you and make sure that, because they don't have range. You know, you should have more range than them, given the fact that they have daggers and you have a sword. I'm assuming you have a sword. Maybe you also have a dagger. If you have a dagger, that's the parry. So this goes really badly as well. There's two dogs. What the fuck? Is there two dogs? Oh, what an utter disaster. Well, anyway. This is another way to do it. Hide in a house and just attack them. Yeah, but what you want to do is just make sure that the other two can't hit you while you take care of one of them, and just keep your shield up. And I think one of the, and this is just really an explanation to people who play as badly as me. If you have a sword, you're not going to swing faster than a dagger, generally. I'm tempted to say always, but since I don't have any evidence of that, I'll just say generally. There's a guy to the left, so be careful there. And, wow, brilliant. I even know there's a guy to, mind you, this is retrospect, but I knew then. So this is really good gameplay. What you want to do when you watch these videos is just do the opposite, right? If I block, you should be attacking. If I attack, you should be blocking. If I go in one direction, just go in the opposite. Some of those things aren't actually a good idea, but I mean, you get the general idea. Or maybe you don't, because I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. So this is undead female merchant. Excuse me. And she sells things because she's a merchant, and that's what they do. And you can get a purging stone from her. I think maybe more than one. So here's the shortcut. This leads to the Firelink Shrine. That's a rat. Oh, I fucking hate the rats. I was dealing with them in the depths, as most people would, because that's where the rats tend to be. Oh, horrible little bastards. Actually, it was the massive ones that were annoying. Where all the basilisks? Those bugs. Even though basilisks aren't really... Anyway, I don't know how they've... One side says one thing, another side says another. I don't know why everyone just can't agree on calling them... well, bugs. Okay, so I've just edited a section out. So that's a backstab, right? What you want to do is, to perform a backstab, you've got to get behind the enemy. It's important that you're facing their back, or else it would be a front stab. And the front stab, I mean, it's just a general, it's basically just stabbing. You know, backstab has a special name because it's getting behind the enemy. Generally, you wouldn't be behind the enemy, you'd always be in front of them, you know, because they'd rather, so that they can attack as well, or else they'd, unless their arms, or anyway, it's not really important. The Capra Demon is, I've heard gives a lot of people, I've never had a lot of problems with the Capra Demon, but I've also been incredibly cheap every time I fought him. And actually, here's the first time that it it almost went badly. What you want to do, and that's mainly because I didn't do it right off the start, and I think that's where most people die as well. You never want to you never want to go to the left off the start. You want to get to the right. You just got to time the roll well enough that you get out of his range. And then you want to make for the stairs, block the dog's attacks, and then run up. It can get a little bit messy, but generally it works. And this is the best spot. I mean, you block the dog's attacks, then you kill the dogs. The Capra Demon generally just falls off. I'm saying generally a lot. I'm sorry. I have that tendency, don't I? I was listening to one of the recordings, and anyway, it's not really important right now. So, right, what was I saying? Yeah, you kill the dogs, and then the Capra Demon is, I mean, far easier. You can fight him one-on-one, like this. And you can see it's not... Okay, apparently it is difficult. It isn't that difficult. You just gotta watch his attacks and make sure you're out of his range. The only move that's really a problem is... well, that one. And that's it. Key to depths. Victory achieved. So you just want to get on the top, right? He'll go towards you, and then he'll fall off, and then you jump off, usually wielding your weapon in two hands, and then just press R1, so you're doing a falling attack, and Yeah, you'll shred his health in no time. It's actually much easier. Really, the most difficult part is getting through. Is right off the start. You know, as you enter the fog gate, dodging his first attack and dealing with the dogs and getting up the stairs, and then the rest of it's really easy if you do that method. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you've got to get to the stairs. I mean, it's just. I don't think it's. It'll be far more difficult to fight the dogs and the Capra Demon in that little area without at least getting to the stairs to take out the dogs. Yeah. I'm sure it's possible, but you know, I can't be bothered to try it. So now we're in the depths, which I'm sure was pretty obvious. The depths are easy, actually. It's one of the easier. Notice the butcher over there, right? So he's annoying. I remember the first time I played it, and he just, you know, you're walking in one direction and you just see like a blade swing at your head. It was almost something out of BioShock. So that was a good part, but you know, after you know where he is, it's not really important. So the butchers, there's two of them. There's that one, and then there's the other one. They don't respawn. I don't think so anyway, because every time I come back, they're not there. So that would suggest that they don't respawn. Right, the depths are easy. There's nothing really difficult. The boss is very easy. He'll be in the next video. I think he's in the next. Yeah. The gaping dragon. I think the only difficult part in the depths is I'm still learning English. I'm terrible at it. Is the fuck is it called? Well, it's the bugs. It's those basilisks. So the ones that curse you. They're not difficult. It's just you can get overwhelmed. The trick really is to not fall in. I think there's about 2 or 3 holes where if you fall in them, you're gonna basically fall right next to a couple of them. That's what you don't want to do. You want to slide down. There's a waterfall basically near the giant rat, and that's where you want to go. Anyway, you'll see it either in this video or the next one. I forget now. We won't be saving because you can see off on the side there. There's what's his name? Laurentius of the Great Swamp, right? Pyromancer. So we won't be saving him here because I go in another. There's two directions you can go here. And actually you can pick. It doesn't make that much of a difference. It's just for the sake of not having to double back. I go through the hole behind. There's a doorway behind the butcher, so you want to go through there. And that gets you right on top of on a catwalk on top of the giant rat. So you don't have to fight him one-on-one really or anything like that. It's cheap, but the giant rat does a lot of damage because he's a giant, so I'd rather not be bothered. And the other way gets you to a bonfire really quickly. So if you prefer getting to the bonfire, yeah, that's the route you want to take. But if you're overconfident in your abilities, like I am, just go through the doorway behind the butcher. So to your left would be well, now behind us would not only be the Laurentius of the Great Swamp, but also, you know, the tunnels towards the bonfire. But we're gonna go this way. The butchers are really easy to fight, by the way. There's not they have one move, but it's one move to worry about, but it's so slow. Basically, it's when they hold the blade horizontally and smash the ground. So here's the large emperor. You're gonna want to give that to Andre. Okay, so here's the doorway. Apparently, I'm not interested. And that's the other way. There's a hollow there, and I think 2 dogs, something like that. We'll go in that direction in one of the other videos, anyways. When we're leaving the depths, in fact. Okay, so there's an item over there which you want to get. Spider shield. I think it's a spider shield. And then you can see there's a giant rat. Now you can deal with him. You know, by being right next to him or whatever. I prefer this method just because it's safer and I have the resources for it. But yeah, you can fight him one-on-one. It's fine. Yeah. You might die, and it's not the end of the world, is it? Okay. Where the fuck am I going now? Oh, so you see over on the right there? So you want to slide down there instead of falling into one of these holes that I'm going to point out in a second. So you see a hole over there? Well, that's one of the ones that will they're basically traps because you'll fall right near the basilisks and you'll most likely get cursed. I mean, the first time I played it, that's what happened. Which is annoying if you don't have a purging stone. And I was quite stupid actually, because I remember I got cursed and then I think I spent a couple of hours trying to get by going to New was it New Londo or whatever, and going to meet the guy there at the top, you know, where the fireplace is up like on the roof. So that was a disaster because you're dodging ghosts and you're under level and just buy a purging stone, idiot. But didn't really think about it. Well, didn't know about it. Because I never listen to merchants or look at what they have. It's whatever. So you don't have to kill him. There's not really any point. Well, they do drop. Yeah, but you don't have to do it now here. It's not really important. Because behind him is just the hole that we saw off the start. Fire obviously works really well. Well, that's all. That's why you should always have a purging stone here, just in case, because you don't know if you'll get. I mean, I don't have one on me. I didn't learn my lesson the first time around. But I haven't been. I don't think I've been cursed since, so maybe it doesn't really matter. It's not really easy to get cursed. I mean, you have to stay in the smoke for a little bit, or whatever that is. That the fumes are. I don't know what it's like. It's a haze of poison, basically, a haze of curse, which doesn't make any sense in the English language. But anyway, yeah. So don't be like me and not know about purging stones. What an idiot. Yeah, but that's just how I play. That's just how I play this game, not knowing anything, and then making loads of errors. I think I die here. Come to think of it. Right, so there's a couple of rats. I mean, I think you've seen them. And what you want to do is, and obviously a channeler. I was talking about myself, so sorry. So you just want to pull one at a time. Or you can pull all of them, it's not really... Just, you want to fight them in here. As opposed to out there. The channeler... I mean, the magic is bad enough, but he's got one move that... it should be easy to dodge, but if you don't dodge it, you pretty much will die. Basically, he thrusts, and the end of the trident there, it turns and does additional damage. So actually, I think that might be how I die. Actually, it would probably be how I die because of all the moves to get killed by. No, not the magic. It's the thrust that's really easy to dodge. So there are rats in there. That was brilliant. So now I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna die. And now I'm like, well, now I'm confident because I've healed myself. And I'm an absolute... By the way, you do want to kill the channeler. If you don't kill the channeler, you're gonna be fighting the gaping dragon with him firing his magic at you, which will be really annoying. So I don't know what I'm doing here. So that attack is the one you want to dodge. And there I totally fucked it up. So anyway, I edited out the part of me walking back, so in a second there's the amazing transition. Really good stuff. And it looked so much better in Demon Souls because it was just looked nicer. It's the same transition. I don't know why it would look nicer. I guess it was more fitting, wasn't it? Or maybe it's just as... Anyway, it's not really important at all. Okay. So, to kill the channeler, you stab him. I think here I'm slashing more than stabbing, mind you. So really, see how easy that move is to dodge? You just go on the right. No, but of all the moves to kill me, it's that one. I don't know what the fuck he's doing there. No, he's casting. He's doing that stupid casting bullshit. Okay. So that went extremely well, but that's because I'm very good at this game. Probably the best player that ever played Dark Souls. If all the other really good players didn't exist. Maybe if I was the only player, then I'd probably be the best one. I would have to be, wouldn't I? Flawless logic. Absolutely flawless. But that's what I'm here, just to present facts. Is this video almost... Yep, this video is nearly done. I think there's about 5 minutes left. So there, that over there, is a fog gate. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just staring at... I'm not even staring at the fog gate. Well, this is weird. Okay. Okay, through the fog gate we go. And oh yeah, I guess the last scene is me getting to the bonfire. Yeah, well that would be fairly important, wouldn't it? So you don't want to go there. So you want to go here. Oh, by the way, rats are really good. Really good to farm humanity. Really good to... They provide humanity, right? And so you want to farm them. And this is actually a really good spot to farm. There's a group of 5 over on the other side that we'll see in a second. So you want to go from the bonfire to them over and over again. This is one of the 2 spots, I'd say. There are others, but there's this spot, and the baby skeletons, or whatever the fuck they're called. The best source of humanity. Okay. Mind you, I don't get any humanity, but I don't even have any. I don't even have 10. Although this shouldn't make a difference, I should still get at least 1. The fuck? Okay, so head through here. We're going to... oh, that's in the next video, though. Right, that's basically... The door's locked, we have to go around, so you'll see that in the next video. So if you run, yeah, okay, well, I won't talk about that now. Okay, so here is the bonfire. So that's it for this part. This part being part 5. The next part is, of course, part 6. And in part 6, what the fuck am I doing in part 6? I'm killing the gaping dragon. Yeah, on my own, as obviously I would. So thank you very much for watching. Kindly rate, comment, and subscribe.